talk about what we're going to write up here, and then we'll go through the problems that you did on the board. So, solving inequalities is just like equations, as you saw with our quiz yesterday. The only difference is this right here, which is something that I wrote on some of your quizzes because we forgot. What goes in the blanks?
I don't know. Words.
If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the inequality symbol. Okay? Something that some of us did really well yesterday, some of us still need a little support on. That's okay. So let's look at number 18. Is number 18 one of them that you did?
Sure.
Okay. So I want to look at, let's go over to this group 3 right here. Group 3, what did they do first?
Subtracted 1.
They subtracted 1. Does that make sense? We need to undo the addition first by subtracting 1 from both sides. When we subtract 1 from both sides, we're left with 3x. We're left with 9. And the inequality sign stays the same. You need to keep writing that. We can't be writing equal signs. We need to be writing the inequality. Okay? Can I have that, please? That's my magnet. Yeah, that's my magnet from over there.
It was in my bag.
Oh, that's my magnet from over there.
This was in my bag.
Can I see it? Yeah, this is my magnet. I've been missing it.
That was in my bag. I think
Well,
it's mine.
It's mine. It goes right there. Okay. Now, the next thing that group did was what? I can't see it. What'd they do? I can't see it.
They divided by 3.
They divided by 3. Does that make sense? Yeah. We need to undo multiplication by dividing both sides by 3. Did we divide by a negative number? No, so we still have x. Our inequality sign is the same. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. You guys, does that feel like crazy new?
No.
I don't think so either.
We did this many times.
Yeah, so I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we going to put at 3?
Open circle.
An open circle.
To the left.
To the left, to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Can you spot the next one that we did on the whiteboards?
20.
Number 20 is the next one we did? Okay, let's go to number 20. All right. I think that I see some people have y is less than 2. Some people have y is greater than 2. And some people... Okay, so it's either y is less than 2 or y is greater than 2. Interesting that we have a difference. I like that we all agree on 2, though, right? Okay, so it looks like everybody made the same first step, except I have no idea what this one says. Our first step looks like we need to do what?
So
What?
change the sign on that.
We need to undo that addition by subtracting 22. Okay? So 22 goes away. We still have this minus 2y. We still have the same inequality sign. And what's 18 minus 22?
-4.
Negative 4. All right. Now here's where we all made the same step, but we didn't all get the same answer. And this is just going to be the biggest thing you're going to have to watch out for. What do we need to do to both sides?
Divide by negative.
Okay. We need to undo our multiplication by dividing by -2. Now, That's great, because now we're left with y. Negative 4 divided by negative 2, you all agreed was 2. But this is where some of us maybe didn't think it all through. Did we multiply or divide by a negative?
Yeah.
Yes, which means we have to flip the sign. So we need to flip this to greater than. It should be y is greater than 2. Okay. So we're going to put an open circle at 2 and shade to the right. Again, does this feel like we're really doing anything new?
No.
It really doesn't, because you guys were really good at solving multi-step equations. These are just two-step equations, okay? Inequalities. So the algebra you need is there. We just got to remember when we flip the sign and when we don't, okay? All right, the third problem I had you do, is it on your notes somewhere?
Yeah, number 23.
Number 23. And this one is the one that the conversations seemed to be a little bit more intense. This one seemed to have more conversation around them because it was just a little bit different. Okay? It's why I picked this one. I wanted you guys to talk about this. So the first thing that I heard lots of conversation about was whether we should add or subtract 4. And it looks like, what does it look like groups did if you look around the room? Yeah, it looks like this group subtracted, that group subtracted. What? This one subtracted. Awesome. Okay, so let's, and Mason, why are we subtracting 4? Okay, it's basically a plus 4 since there's no negative. So we're undoing that plus 4. Okay, so those go away. Here's something else that some of us overlooked, some of us did not. Is this minus with the 4 or the 3? It's with the 3. So like this 4 goes away, but that minus is still with the 3. So it's a negative 3k. Okay. Our sign is the same. And another argument that we had, negative 23 minus 4 was negative 27. Okay. So on our whiteboards, I think a lot of people got to here. Some of us did not get the minus with the 3. So that's something now that we're doing two-step equations. We got to make sure in a problem like this, we didn't undo subtraction, that minus is still there. Okay? So now what do we need to do to both sides?
Divide by negative 3.
Now we need to undo the multiplication by dividing by negative 3. Okay? So we have k. Negative 27 divided by negative 3 is 9. Okay. Did we multiply or divide by a negative to both sides? Yes. Since we. Oh, that's why it's doing that. Since we divided both sides by negative 3, we need to flip our sign to k is greater than or equal to 9. Okay. And you know, as long as k is on the left, or the variable is on the left, you were all very good at the graphs on your quiz. The biggest trick was if the variable was on the right, sometimes that's where we struggled. Okay. Not in today's stuff, but on the quiz, yes. On the quiz, there definitely was. Yeah. Yeah, there was. We can look at them. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Our homework is on page Okay, so first of all, we have 20 minutes of class. So it's not probably gonna be homework, it's gonna be classwork. Okay? Your assignment, let me rephrase that, your practice